Hi everyone, TJ from Associated here. Today we're going to walk through how to set your slipper clutch. In this video I'm going to show you when your slipper clutch is set too tight, too loose, and when it's set correctly. You're going to need a 2mm Allen driver, 5.5mm nut driver, and a 7mm nut driver. So to check the slipper, I'm going to hold one tire with my right hand. I'm going to use my arm to hold on the other one, and we're going to give quick bursts of acceleration of full throttle from the radio, and we're going to see what happens. This is when your slipper is too loose. You'll notice the wheels don't come off the ground and there's a high-pitched noise coming from the slipper. When the slipper is set too loose, we're going to take our 5.5mm nut driver and tighten the slipper nut just about a 1/16 of a turn until the front wheels come off the ground between 1/2 and 1 inch, and we'll go ahead and recheck our setting. So to me that looks pretty good. Diff feels good. The diff didn't slip or bark, so we're good. This is what it looks and sounds like when the slipper clutch is set too tight. This is also known as barking the diff, and if your car sounds like this going around the track, please pull it off immediately to prevent any damage to your diff. When the slipper clutch is set too tight and the diff makes the barking noise, we're going to take our 5.5mm nut driver again and back off on the slipper nut about 1/8 of a turn and recheck our setting. And we want the front wheels to come off the ground about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and we do not want the diff to make the barking noise like that. So we're gonna back off again. This time I'm gonna do about 1/4 of a turn, and we're gonna check again. So our wheels came off just a little bit, and I might now need to rebuild my diff because I've made it slip so many times, but our slipper clutch is set correctly. So if no adjustments to your slipper nut prevent the diff from making that barking noise, then your diff might actually be too loose. So we're going to go ahead and remove the wheel with our 7mm nut wrench. Take the wheel off real quick, and we'll take our 2mm hex driver and we'll take the rear ball stud off so that we can get access to our diff screw. Be careful not to lose the ball stud washer in here if you have any. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten my diff just about 1/8 of a turn. You don't want to lock the diff down, so we'll put this back together. Make sure to put it back in the same hole in the ball stud mount and screw it back down. Put our wheel back on. It's okay to do this nut just finger tight. And we'll go ahead and recheck our diff and make sure it doesn't bark. So that's better. If the diff barks, once is maybe okay. If it does it any more than that, then you might have to rebuild it. The rings or the balls could get flat spotted or pitted, and that definitely doesn't help on the track. So it's good to rebuild your diff if that happens. Make sure the diff spins nice and smooth by hand. If it feels notchy or gritty, then chances are it needs to be rebuilt as well. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so that you're informed when we come out with new videos. We do plan on releasing more in the future. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments below, and have a great day.